Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. We're currently going up Mam Tour and we're speaking about Leeds, so I thought why not whack out the camera. So the playoffs obviously around the corner, and we're just speaking about, well, all the eventualities, all the potential, and we were just speaking there about if we were to go up, Leeds actually been the best suited, Dad, and we were just speaking about the reasons why, weren't we?
Yeah, I didn't realise, you were saying, Connor, that there's quite a few players there from Ipswich. You know, we know about Southampton and Hutchinson, loan players, and they've got a couple of older players there, but I think they're really going to struggle, especially with the amount of goals that they conceded this year.
Yeah.
We know Leicester are going to start on a minus total. So I think, yeah, you're quite right. And the chances are, you know, if we do go up, we're going to keep hold of most of our players.
Yeah.
I think out of the 3 promoted teams, we'd be best placed to stay up.
Yeah, I think I spoke about it on a video as well. I just spoke about, I think it's the blend right now of youth that we've got. But it's not just youth having kids for kids' sake, it's having kids that have sort of proved it in the Prem. Like Nonto was one of our best players, like Somerville wasn't. But Somerville, you know, was good in the Prem, goals against Bournemouth, Liverpool to win it for us. So there's a fair few of them. Rutter, I know he didn't get to grips with it, but Ampadu's played a season in the Prem, albeit a relegated season. I just think adding to that would be a lot more advantageous than, let's say, what Leicester have got, which is, you know, Leicester starting the season potentially on like -8, -10. That's going to be a struggle. Then you've got Ipswich, who, as we were just speaking about then off air, it's, you know, Sarmiento on loan, Hutchinson on loan. And once again, Dad, it's that back line, isn't it, of Ipswich's, which conceded a lot of goals this year. That's going to be killed in the Prem.
Yeah, and there will be absolutely sold to pieces, won't they, if they don't strengthen it up there. And of course, the news this weekend is that De Zerbi's leaving Brighton, and McKenna's been linked with Brighton, hasn't he? So that could all change there from a managerial point of view.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously we've got a big hurdle to come.
Well, how do you? Because obviously we've not done any content since that really, but the hurdle that's coming up, Southampton. I mean, what were your thoughts on the Norwich game in particular? I mean, it was an exquisite performance, wasn't it? Really,
it's just absolutely incredible, unbelievable. I mean, the amount of chances we had in that game, that could have been 6, 7, 8-0 easy. Yeah. And that was that youthful approach to the game. You know, I mean, Farker said it at the end, didn't he? He says if we'd have been a bit more ruthless, and that was good to see from him in all fairness, because at the end of the game he was talking and he wanted more from the game rather than for. And there was a moment when I was watching it, like the rest of us, right at the end, where Rutter and Nonso were on the bench and they're chucking water at the camera, and that's how youthful they are. And in a way, that's brilliant, because we're going to have all that exuberance. Hopefully they're going to show the same attitude again at Wembley as they showed the other night. But on the other hand as well, that inexperience could go against us. So it's really just getting that battle right, isn't it? And I think the game's going to be won in midfield.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a bit that day, Connor, as of having that same level of performance and Southampton being slightly off it.
Yeah, sorry, the video just cut out there. But I think getting the blend is going to be spot on with Leeds. You know, that's what they need to do. I think the thing is with that Southampton midfield, Dad, it's the physicality in it. It's a Rebo, it's small bone, it's you know, it's players of that ilk who are just big lads, and I think
starting good footballers, aren't they? Particularly small bone. Whenever I've seen him, I've been impressed with him. Yeah. You know, and I think really that's a man marking job. Yeah. You know, they need to bring somebody and cancel him out, follow him around the pitch and just cancel him out, because he really is a dangerous player. Yeah,
I think that's it. It's the physical. What are your thoughts?
Well, let's get him in.
I'm just doing a bit of a review, mate. What are your thoughts?
Got my tickets for Wembley.
Oh, have you got it?
Good. Right, so how do you see it going?
Oh, honestly, I think the teams are so evenly matched, aren't they? I think.
Well, you've got the upper hand over the 2 league games, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got the upper hand over the 2 league games, but obviously you guys, you're taking your Leeds fans.
Yeah.
You had a brilliant result the other night. I think when you turn it on, it's
well, that's what's kind of, we've had that missing over the last 6, 7 games, and that's we went on an incredible run and we were playing like that. So you can reproduce that, and you're a little bit off it.
Yeah, I think
we've got every chance.
Just need to stop you on midfield. I think that's the thing.
To do.
Yeah.
I think with Flynn Downs back, whenever we've got him back in the team, we're just a different team. Like, really brings that security into the back line.
Yeah.
So I can't call it. I think it's going to be really, it's such a close playoff final, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, mate.
That
It is.
first 10 or 15 minutes could be crucial.
Yeah.
Go on then, we'll wait on for these. So give us your score prediction, go on.
Score prediction 2-1 Saints.
And you as well. What's your score prediction?
Let's say 2.
1 Leeds, yeah.
2-1 Saints for me.
3-2 Saints.
Oh, okay. Well, nice to meet you guys. Yeah.
See you at Wembley.
Yeah. Some Southampton fans.
Okay.
So Dad's doing the advertising. So I was just doing a vlog with Dad.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, it's still cheers, guys.
Chance of that.
Right, Dad. Back to the most disjointed video of all time.
Well, the chances of bumping into a Southampton fan here.
I know, yeah, crazy.
I've met about 2 in my whole life.
But yeah, it feels like overall we've got a little bit more hope now, doesn't it? It feels like we're a little bit more back to it, and it's sort of old Leeds, isn't it? And I think the tactical job that Farker did, to be fair to him, was pretty good over the 2 legs, wasn't it? He sort of knew what he was doing.
It was. I think, we were the same. After that first leg, we're all sort of saying, could we not gone on and won it and put the whole tie to bed?
Yeah.
But, in hindsight, on reflection, that's why he gets paid the dough he does. He got that right.
Yeah, he did.
Spot on.
Yeah.
And if anything, I think it lulled them into a false sense of security, thinking that play a similar kind of game, feel like Wagner's done before, we'll get to the final.
How do you think we should go about it? Do you think we should go about it as aggressive as we were the other night? 'Cause I was saying, like, I know there's a potential that Southampton might pick you off. I understand that, but that's when Leeds are at their best, when we're intense,
I think
when
we
we're dynamic.
And
like,
we were calling for that, weren't we, going into the game at Ellen Road?
Yeah.
That they would change it, and that's what we needed. We need to see that old verve back.
Yeah.
And that's the best way for us to get through the tie. It's going to be different. It's not going to be the cold run, the atmosphere that we had the other night.
No.
It's going to be a big expanse of a stadium there.
Yeah.
Don't know how many tickets we're going to get. Probably 25,000 each.
36, it said.
Is it 36?
36, yeah, Leeds.
Right, so probably similar to Southampton, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So
got a good fan base as well. They're a big fan base, aren't they?
Yeah. So, at the end of the day, it's going to be a lot more balanced, isn't it, the atmosphere? But we've just got to play our game.
Yeah.
Try and nullify a couple of their important cogs in the middle. We do that, every confidence, we'll be back in the Premier League.
It does feel like it's the midfield, isn't it? If you can get control of the midfield, of which we've not been able to do for 2 games against them.
Yep.
Get control of that midfield, that's where the game's won and lost. That's how it feels like. Obviously, they've got Adam Armstrong up front who's dangerous, but I think it's so interesting this get up. He's looking. It's a difference, isn't it? Because we've got, as we mentioned previously, the youth, the exuberance, the speed, the agility. They've got probably a little bit more experience, haven't they? So
and it's managing that. It's managing it, and that's probably where Kamara comes into his own. Maybe Connor Roberts as well.
Yeah.
Cooper's going to be down there.
Would you change anything up? I'll keep it the way it was. What if Bamford's available?
No, definitely not.
No.
I'm sorry, I wouldn't, Connor.
Were you impressed by Perot the other night? He was good, wasn't he?
I mean, that's probably his best game in the Leeds shirt,
I think so. Yeah, me too.
And he played well in that forward role.
Yeah.
Again, he on another night he could have had a hat trick there, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. I wouldn't change it, and I think that's Farker, isn't it? He doesn't seem to like to change it, but maybe when Bamford's on the scene, he does. And I hope he doesn't do that because, the atmosphere there, the positivity that came out of that performance, you don't really want to change that.
No, I don't know if you can change that, can you? It feels like that. I don't know about you, but because Norwich have got a good midfield. They have got a good midfield, and I thought Kamara was brilliant in that game. Obviously, Grev's free kick. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Scored from a set piece.
Genius, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Took us all by surprise.
I think so.
It's been excellent for me, Connor.
Go on.
I'm amazed I'm saying this. These last few games, I'm sure a lot of fans.
I know you're going to say.
Firpo.
Yeah, he's been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, he's been excellent.
And if anything, the other night, I think he's a little bit older than most of them, but still maybe in his mid-20s.
Yeah.
But it was a great example of team play to set up that 4th goal.
Yeah. And he was calm, wasn't he?
He was calm. He knocked it in. He realised that he could have had a shot. He didn't. He played it back. Goal number 4.
Yeah.
And again, if we could have done that a little bit more, Nonto squaring it over to the far left when he had his shot in the first half, just after we'd scored the second.
And Perot's massive chances in the start of the second half.
It's almost like because they are so young, there's a rush of blood to the head at times.
Composure's
and
not
again,
there,
we've got to be on that a little bit more. And I think Farker will be concentrating on that this week. because he spoke about it afterwards. You know, we're youthful, we're inexperienced, and he spoke about it, didn't he? He said how we need to manage those moments more. So I think we'll do that. I expect a similar performance. And like you said, son, you know, it's all about controlling that midfield and nullifying their plays. I'd love to see a man on small bone.
Yeah.
You know, do a little bit of a Bielsa around there, mark him out again.
Well, yeah, me too, because essentially you've got enough going forward with Leeds to be able to create and to be able to score. It's like, obviously the build-up's important, but it almost feels against Southampton that you might need an extra midfield body in there to be able, because the two in there, you feel with Rutter coming back as that number 10, it's not enough. So you do wonder whether or not, I don't know, Archie will go in there, but...
No, I mean, like you say, Kamara and Gruev, they were all excellent, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
Difficult to... If anything with Kamara, I remember watching the game and speaking to your brother Jack there, probably on 2 or 3 occasions, he does have a tendency to underhit the ball.
Yeah.
You know, as he was looking for passes, but that's been hypercritical. You know, he was excellent, really, really good stuff. And all round, you know, even the villain of the moment, Melier, was a hero, wasn't he?
It was actually probably his best game for Leeds this season, wasn't it?
Absolutely fantastic.
That's why you keep the ball. But that's why you keep the ball away from him.
Yeah.
But big save, big save.
He seems to have more confidence the other night.
Yeah.
And that save was just amazing.
Well, we'll do stuff on Generation Leeds, obviously. But your initial score prediction, what are you thinking?
Next week, well, if we can get, I think it'll be a
early
tight game.
Early goal, innit?
I can see maybe being 2-1 Leeds.
Yeah, I think best case scenario.